Hey there, Bloomers and friends. Rev Kev coming to you from Palm Springs, where it is sunny and warm again after a very rainy weekend. It's unusual to have all that rain, in Palm Springs, but boy, we had some gully washer downpours. And as usual then, the sky is very blue, the air is very clear, and the streets are a little bit cleaner around here. I'm coming to you from the meeting room at our worldwide international galactic headquarters here at 400 South El Cielo. I wanted to share a couple of things with you that are important in the life of Bloom in these days to come. One is, in case you see anything on the news in the week coming about the gay games going on in Cleveland for this first couple of weeks in August, know that Bloom is one of the individual sponsors. We contributed toward the matching funds that enabled it to be that the United Church of Christ is a major sponsor, and we are able to actually have that participation and representation for all of us who are Bloomers and friends in Cleveland during these games, and we hope that the athletes there will feel the love that we have for them. Now, in particular, that I know of going there for sure from Bloom are Dick Mall and Wallace Pinfold. Both of them going to participate in the swimming exercises, with Wallace swimming in 4 events and Dick swimming in 2 events. And Dick has been a part of the gay games for several of the times. He was in Sydney and as well as other of the great locations. So we'll keep Dick and Wallace in our prayers. We also know some of our friends around Palm Springs are going to compete as athletes as well. This is an important time, and it's a great time for everybody to be supporting our athletes and knowing that that kind of activity helps us be alive and vital community, whether we're gay, lesbian, straight, bisexual, transgender, whatever. It is important for the activity to keep us healthy. I also wanted to share with you, of course there's Hot August Night this Thursday night, and next week we'll be able to give a little bit of a report on that. But I wanted to show this little thing here. You probably can't see much of that, but this is a flyer that hangs up here in the office at the meeting room, and it says 9 things that hinder business growth. And actually we utilize those from a standpoint of 9 things that hinder church growth. Because while a church is not a business, a church is even more than a charity. It is a community. There are ways in which we need to have best business practices in order to grow and be vital as a congregation. And our leadership needs to be aware of these and needs to learn and keep these in mind. So it's an interesting thing. I'm leaving right after we shoot this Bloom Tube to go and do my monthly stint as a part of the Church and Ministry Committee, Section A, which is the United Church of Christ Credentialing Committee for churches and for clergy. And one of the things that is interesting is that we require theological education, and we're even discussing now requiring clinical pastoral education so that pastors are able to interact with people in intense counseling situations and intense pastoral care situations, and do that in a professional way. Something that I'm going to be proposing is that we also create some sort of clergy business education, because these kinds of business growth techniques are things that are needed for use in churches as well. I think that if our clergy are more business-minded in some ways, they will also help our churches be more vital and grow more strongly into the future. So I'll let you know how that goes. If you want to know what these categories are, is what the hindrances are: a lack of vision, no strategic plan, no written goals, no desire to grow, not in tune with congregation needs. Here it says customer needs, but congregation needs. Failing to invest back in the church. Here it's business, but invest back in the church. Failing to delegate, not collecting and believing the data. As I learned in school last summer, not this summer, last summer, our demographics are our future. And finally, not having a clear problem-solving process. And that's one of the things we at Bloom work on, I think, very faithfully. So that's just a little look into what's going on here. Hope that you're having a wonderful summer. If you've got some good pictures of what's going on wherever you are, please send them in so we can share them in Bloom Notes. And we hope to see as many folks as possible Thursday night as well as Sunday morning. If you can't be with us in person, please be with us in your prayers, in spirit, and keep us in your prayers. There we go. See you next time.